I want you to elevate how you share Equus Financial. I want you to elevate in your self-image on who you share Equus Financial with. I want you to get to the point that if you're interviewing people that you really don't want to let inside of your house, I hope that you shut down the doors of that network marketing business, realizing that we don't sell vitamins. We don't sell foo-foo juice. We've got a financial service company. You're hiring people that's going to go into somebody's house. And if the source that you're hiring people produces people that don't know how to dress or talk or whatever, man, you gotta like think like, who am I fooling, them or me? I'm not too much into needles and haystacks. And if you will elevate, even if you'll fake it, if you'll fake like you got a good self-image, promise me you'll go interview 5 to 10 people a week. Even if your mantra is this, and this was my mantra for years, I'm going to get to know and go. I'm going to get to know and go. They're going to tell me no anyway. Hey, ain't many people got the guts to own their own business. Y'all understand that? Most people do not have the guts to build their own business, so don't shy away from a no. As a matter of fact, if somebody's not giving you an enthusiastic yes, why don't you learn how to take it away from them a little bit? Why don't you learn how to create a little bit of a posture? Because guys, at the end of the day, you're building your base shop. You've got to hire people that are at least some semblance of somebody that other people would want to do business with. Man, that's a conversation we shouldn't have to have. Matthew, would you stand up just one more time? See, I just wanted Matthew to stand up because I know that he's tired of sitting. And it's not like I'm talking about like him as an example or anything. But like, I think I'd be out there looking for Matthews. Right, I'm not making you uncomfortable, am I? So here's the question that I asked you guys. I'm going to have Matthew sit down. How many people do you interview on a weekly basis that look like Matthew? Maxwell, how about standing up? How many people you interview that look like Maxwell? Okay, thank you, Maxwell. Quality of people. Quality of people matters. And at the end of the day, I do think quantity of people matters, but at the end of the day, I'll try to say this politically correct. See, at some point in time, if you're a business builder, at some point in time, like, okay, so this is really important. I wasn't going to say this right now, but I'm going to. This is really important. Association changed my life. Okay, there was a book given to me in 1993. I'd never read a book cover to cover. And in 1993, a guy gave me a book called The Greatest Miracle in the World by Og Mandino. The book totally changed my life, okay? Association is massively important, okay, to me. But here's the thing, at the end of the day, you can tell me how much you're associating and how many books you're reading. I don't care. I don't care. See that should get you to a different level. Here's another thing. Work. We call them tiki marks. Hey, John, last month I had 3.7 billion ICAs. Somebody call Barry Clarkson and tell him I had 3.7 million ICAs last month. because I'm talking to people and I'm signing them up in Equus. How many did you meet with? How many of them were anybody that you'd even really want to hire? If you were hiring for a legitimate financial services company, how many of them, like, legitimately? Even if they're 20-year-old kids, how many of them legitimately, like from a desire standpoint, impressed you? At some point in time, I don't care how much you associate. Is it important to me? It's vital. It's everything. Don't take away my association. Reading books to me, don't mess with that. Like, I'll fight you. But you have to understand, as a unique writer, as an agency builder at Equus Financial, at the end of the day, I don't care about that. At the end of the day, I don't care how many ticky marks you have, how many sits you've had, how many interviews you've done. I don't care. Does that give us a guide? Yes. But at the end of the day, here's what matters. It's the results that you're either producing or not producing. That ain't going to make us money. Ticky marks don't make you money. How many unique writers are you growing by every 30 days, every 60 days, every 90 days? Because at some point in time, you've got to get away from playing big shot insurance man, and you got to figure out how to move the needle. Where's your base shop, brother? How many regional managers? We're a regional manager producing factory. How many RMs have you produced? Let me even ask you something. You even have anybody in your organization building a business? Or you keep hiring salespeople thinking that's going to turn around for you? See, we got to learn how to move the needle. Do I think association helps? I think it's vital. Do I think work ethic helps? I think it's vital. But at the end of the day, if those two things don't equal moving the needle, man, you gotta take a step back. You gotta just take a little step back, and if you're not going to be honest with yourself, because here's the thing: don't pretend you don't know. Don't pretend you don't know where your shortcomings are, because you do know. And if you want to pretend that you don't know, get somebody you trust. Get them in a room and say, tell me what's wrong with me. Well, here's what's wrong with you. You talk too dang much. Here's what's wrong with you. The way you dress, you know what? I'm going to wear that same stuff when it comes back in style next 10, 15 years. like you want me to tell you what you can do to improve? Because like there's things we can do to improve. And you know what? Maybe your improvement is the fact that you work your butt off, but you don't ever get on conference calls. How do I know? Because, man, about 3 conference calls a week, you call me during the daggone call. Like, dude, you're one talented son of a gun, and if you can listen to a conference call while calling me, I'm not going to take your call because I'm not that talented. I'm listening.